Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Start with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Safiya Ablo, back with a new lesson. Well, students, today in this video, we are going to learn grammatical structures of lesson 2, Shah Abdul Latif Pitai. After getting these structures, you will be able to solve the exercise of this lesson. These are the structures of with, many, at, and every. So let's start to begin with of. Of is a preposition, and you have already learned about the prepositions. These are the connecting words in a sentence. Okay, let's come to the topic of. There are many uses of and in this video, we'll discuss some of them. When we want to show some connection of one person to another or one thing to another, we use preposition of. Alright, let's have an example. The bag is made of cotton. Here in this sentence, of is showing connection of cotton and the bag and telling us what the bag is made of. We have another example of showing connection. The chair is made of wood. So, remember, of shows connection. Of also tells us cause. For example, he died of cancer. Another sentence, people died of hunger in Africa. Here, in these sentences, of is telling us the cause of death of someone. In my next sentence, of is used to indicate some amount. For example, I eat a handful of nuts. Here, in this sentence, of is showing amount, a handful of nuts. My next sentence is, I bought a dozen of eggs. Here in this sentence, of is telling us the quantity of eggs which I bought. Moving on to another usage of. It is used to show relations. For example, Sarah is friend of Hira. The next sentence, she is friend of mine. Here, of is showing relationship or how they are related. Of brings about the relationship of Sarah and Hira. So remember, students, when we talk about relationships or bonds or relating to something, we use preposition of. There are some more uses of. Let's see. Of is also used to indicate possession or association. For example, the king of France. Next sentence, the property of a mosque. In first sentence, of is telling us about a king belongs to France. In second sentence, of tells us about a property belongs to a mosque. Of also shows connection between dates and months. For example, John was born on 1st of May. Here in this sentence, 1st of May is showing us date. So, 1st of May brings about the connection between the date and the month. Let's take a look on my last sentence, which also shows connection between date and month. I go to Karachi on 10th of July. Here, 10th of July also shows connection between date and month. I hope, students, it is clear to you now. Let's move on to another word, which is with. With. It is also a preposition, a very commonly used word with. It means accompanied by. Let's see the various ways in which we can use with. The first way that we can use preposition with is, it is used to indicate being together or being involved. So let's take a look at the first sentence, which says, I ordered a pizza with a drink. Why did I use word with? As I said, we use with a lot of time when we want to indicate being together, being involved. So, very simply, when I ordered a pizza, it came along with a drink. Now, I have another sentence. He was with his friend last night. Again, we are using word with, which tells us that last night they were together. With is also used to indicate having something or possessing something. It could be a quality, it could be a thing. For example, I met a girl with blue eyes. Here I am saying about a girl having blue eyes. In my next sentence, he is a guy with a lot of money. In this sentence, with again used to show someone has something. With is also used to indicate using something. Let's see a sentence. I wrote a letter with a pen you gave me. Here I am using word with because I am indicating a particular pen for writing a letter. My next sentence. This is the soup I made with chicken and corn. Now let's understand what is being used. We are using two very common ingredients for making soup, and therefore I use with to indicate ingredients. With is also used to indicate feelings and emotions. For example, I delivered my presentation with confidence. In this sentence, with shows my feeling confidence. Similarly, let's have another sentence. I text you with my sincere apology. The feeling we are depicting here is feeling of sorry. Okay, student, this is all about the different uses of preposition with. Moving on to another word, which is many. Many. It is an adjective. And students, you know very well about adjectives. Adjectives describes or modifies noun and pronoun in a sentence. Okay, now back to many. Many generally means a lot or something that is in big amount. Basically, anything that is more than one is many. The opposite of many is few. Okay, remember students that many is used only with plural countable noun. Now, what's countable noun? The noun that we can count. Okay, so let's see how many is used with countable nouns. Well students, I have a few examples with you. Let's take a look. Many in positive sentences. She has many friends. Well, she has more than one friend. Maybe 4, maybe 5. Okay, my next example is there are many books on the table. Well, on the table there is a science book, there is a maths book, there is a physics books. So there are 3 books on the table. That means friends and books are countable nouns. Thus, you use many only with countable nouns. Now, let's take a look how many is used in negative sentences. When many is used in negative sentences, it means a few or something that is in smaller amount. Let's have some examples. He doesn't have many subjects in this semester. That means he has maybe 2 or 3 subjects. In the next sentence, I don't have many dresses. Well, I have a few dresses, probably 3 or 4. So, in a positive and negative sentences, you use many only with plural countable nouns. Okay, students? Let's take a look how many is used in questions. We use many in questions when we want to know exact amount or the numbers. For example, how many cars do they own? That means we want to know the exact numbers of cars our neighbors own. Okay? In the next example, how many bags do you have? Here I use many to ask the exact number of packs. Dear students, we have learned that many is adjective, but many is also used as indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun refers to any specific person, thing, or amount. It is not definite. For example, many have come already. In this sentence, we are talking about a large number of people who have come. Next sentence, many are returning from the war. This sentence tells us about a large number of soldiers who are returning from the war. In this sentence, we don't know how many soldiers are returning because it is not showing any definite number. My last example, many of the children are absent from school. In this sentence, we are talking about the students of the whole school, means from the total number of children. Students, I hope it is clear for you that many only used for plural countable nouns and it is adjective as well as it is used as a pronoun. Let's discuss another word which is at. At. At is a preposition. It is a connector. It is commonly used to express specific location, specific time, or a specific point. We use at in many ways. I have a few examples here. We'll go through each one of them and see how it is used. At is used to indicate particular time. For example, Anam leaves work at 5 o'clock and I wake up at 5 in the morning. Here students, 5 o'clock and 5 in the morning is a specific time. Okay, so we use preposition at. Another example, Fiza left school at the age of 16. When we talk about particular age, we use at. Okay, we'll meet at the end of week. At the end of week or at the beginning of week, we use preposition at. So students, in all these sentences, we are talking about a particular time or specify a time. So at is used. At is also used to indicate particular location or describes place or where something is. I have a few sentences here. Take a look. A grocery store is open at the corner of a street. Another sentence, I'll be at home in the evening. Corner of a street and home is a specific location. So it is used. Another sentence, I met her at the party. And last one, we enjoyed a lot at the festival. When we talk about the group activities and particular festivals, we use preposition at. Another use of at is to describe direction. We use at after a verb to describe directing something towards another person or thing. For example, look at me, a very common sentence. Here in this sentence, I am telling someone to look towards me. Another sentence, Sarah is smiling at Fiza. Here, Sarah is smiling to the direction of Fiza. Another expression is, he is shouting at the customer. Here, someone is shouting to the direction of customer. Okay, see my last sentence, he is pointed a gun at her. Again here, it tells us particular point or direction. Okay students, got it? Every is a determiner. It is used as a pronoun or adjective. Every is used for a large number and talking about a unit as a whole. Every is always used with singular noun and placed before noun. Now, how to use every in a sentence? We use every with singular sentence to refer individually all the members of a complete group of something. Let's see first example. I know every student in this school. It means I'm talking about all the students in this school. My next sentence, try to answer every question, means all questions you have to answer. Now, every player wants to be in winning team. Again, every tells us about all the players. My last sentence, every student gets a laptop. It means all students get laptop. Okay? We use every to describe something that happens regularly. For example, Latif Urs is held at his shrine every year. Next sentence, we have an English period every day. In these sentences, I am defining the frequency or telling how often something happens. So, when we talk about frequency of action, we use every. Here are some more sentences of showing frequency of actions. This magazine is published every week and I go to the gym every day. Okay? In all examples which we have discussed, every as an adjective. Now, every as a pronoun. Let's have a look. Everyone stood up when teacher entered the class. Second sentence, everyone began to write. In these sentences, every is used as indefinite pronoun and we use indefinite pronoun to describe all places, all people and things in a general or unspecified way, like everybody, everyone, everything and everywhere. Well students, this is all about today's lecture. I hope these structures just clear to you now. I'm gonna be back very soon. Till that, take care and Allah Hafiz.